All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan. Today we are going to go over some guys to look for in the market for MLB The Show 21. Everybody who has played the game before knows that flipping is a great way to make stubs. What I mean by this is that during the season, players go up, players go down in the rating. I'm going to throw out some names for each position. We're going to go through them all, about 3 names per position, and we're going to go over who I think has an opportunity to move up this season compared to where they ended last season. We are going to be looking purely at last year's stats, or at least last year's cards, I should say. So first up, I'm going to scroll all the way over here to the old bronzes. Obviously, Gary Sanchez is a guy that a lot of people are going to pick to go up this year. Frankly, he's been a 2-time All-Star. He had a terrible season last year. We'll see what he does this year, but a guy with that much power, especially in a market like New York, has an opportunity to go up if he gets hot. I'd probably stash a few Sanchez, but he's not one of the guys we're going to focus on the list. First guy I'm going to look at, Francisco Mejia. Switch hitter, 24 years old. At one point was the #1 catching prospect in baseball. He's now with the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm a huge Mike Zunino fan. I'm a Florida Gator fan. You guys know that. Realistically, though, Zunino has not been able to hit in the majors. It pains me to say it. Mejia, however you want to pronounce his name, he looked really good against the Marlins in that series. He looked good throughout spring training. I think if he can get hot, he could easily take away some at-bats from Zunino. He could become somebody that easily gets up to a silver, possibly even a gold, depending on how well he does this year. Now remember, in years past, they have done a 3-year average. And this past 2020 was a bit more skewed. I don't think that they'll be as heavily skewed this year going into it. Another guy that I'm high on right now is Carson Kelly, another guy who was very highly ranked. I believe he had a prospect card a few years back. Again, this is going off of last year's stats. He's only 1 point away from silver. That could be an easy cash grab right off the bat. Sean Murphy is another one that I'm looking at. Fantastic defense. If he can get hot, get the bat going, he could easily move up to a gold. Now, the one thing about catcher, there's only one diamond catcher last year. Pretty crazy. They ended up coming out with the Salvador Perez 99 card, which was fantastic. I want to say Salvador would be the first to go diamond this year, but I'm actually going to go with Will Smith here. I really like this guy. I think Will Smith is going to be one of the game's best catchers moving forward for the next 3 to 5 years. Grandal, a lot of people are going to pick him, but realistically, his fielding is pretty much maxed out. His hitting, he's not going to do much better than he has in his past. His speed is going to drag him down no matter what. Same with his arm strength. Now that pop times and everything are in this year's game, I don't see Grandal being a diamond at any point. So let's move on to first base. We'll go to first. All right, so as you see here, we ended up with 4 Live Series diamonds this past year with Freddie Freeman, Jose Abreu, Luke Voit, and Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt, Freeman, Abreu, they're pretty much locks to be diamonds going into 21. Luke Voit, honestly, is a complete wild card. I have no idea what the hell to expect from him. I don't think he's a diamond player. I think he had a good season. I don't know. He might start as a gold. Pete Alonso was a diamond at one point last year. If he starts off hot this year, he could easily move back up. I hope he does. Big Florida Gator fan, big Pete Alonso fan. I want to see the guy do well. Realistically, though, I think Dominic Smith is a guy to keep an eye on this year. This guy's a damn good hitter. He really is. I like this guy. Possibly the better first baseman between the two. Just a little bit less power. I'd watch Dominic Smith, Max Muncy. I think he could easily go diamond. However, the one I want to pay attention to at first base really is going to be Jared Walsh. Jared Walsh is a guy that I think has tremendous potential. He'll go gold at least this upcoming season. I could easily see him pushing for an 84, 85 diamond. Another one to keep your eye on is going to be Nate Lowe. He's starting as a bronze. But he will work his way up. He is finally in a starting role now with the Texas Rangers. The Texas Rangers don't have a lot going for him. He will play. He started off very well for him, and quite frankly, he can easily get a bump up 1 point. Actually, I guess he'd have to get up to a 75 for a silver, but he could easily get up to a silver. Now, another guy that I am very high on, Ryan Mountcastle. I love this guy. His prospect card that we had this past year was fantastic. He is one of my favorite guys, one of my favorite rookies from this class. I am collecting a lot of his actual baseball cards. I think there's going to be a lot of very good things in the future for Ryan Mountcastle. I hope I'm correct on that, especially with how many I've bought recently, but we'll see. Let's go on to second base here. So second base, we only had one Diamond Live Series second baseman. I don't know how the hell Whit Merrifield is not a Diamond yet. I'm stockpiling a shit ton of him. He's a Diamond player. I don't care what people say. Whit Merrifield is an absolute stud. Jake Cronenworth, though, he is a guy I am looking forward to seeing, especially now that Tatis is injured. Cronenworth will be starting every day. At least he should be. So we will see. He might have some shortstop. He might have some second base. We'll see which one he kind of slots into as his primary now. But Cronenworth is definitely somebody that I'm keeping an eye on. I am going to use this card a lot. Brandon Lowe is another one. If you're going off of past years, Gleyber Torres would be a guy that you could easily see go up to a Diamond. He had a bad year last year. I'm not as high on Gleyber as a lot of people are. And there's one second baseman who is not on this list. He is a rookie this year. He actually did not have a card last year, unless he is on the Reds here, which I highly doubt. He is not. Jonathan India. Again, Florida Gator bias, but this guy is a fantastic player. He's going to be a phenomenal piece for the Cincinnati Reds. I am truly looking forward to seeing how he does this year. I am going to stockpile the hell out of him. A lot of my guys are going to be rookies this year that I'm stockpiling, but hopefully it pans out well. Let's go shortstop. All right, so you got a bunch of shortstops that are studs. Let's face it. There's a hell of a lot of good shortstops. Bo Bichette, probably going to be number one on everybody's radar. The guy's he's so young. Everybody knows who he is. He's on a team that should, in theory at least, do fantastic this year. Bo Bichette, definitely somebody that you should stockpile. However, realistically, golds, especially early on in the year, are going to go for a lot of stubs. Stick with the silvers if you can. That being said, Alberto Mondesi, I think the second half of last year, he hit 300 with 12 stolen bases in the last 2 weeks of the season. He was absolutely insane. He's injured at the moment, but if he comes back doing anything near what he did, he's going to be an absolute stud. Definitely will go up to gold this year. Nico Goodrum is another one that I'm looking at here, along with Isaiah Kiner Falefa. I don't know where he's at in this, though. I think he's a catcher in this. Third base, maybe? Okay, so a shortstop guy that I'm going with is going to be Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Guy's an absolute stud. He plays every damn position. I can't really say that he hasn't played the outfield, but you look at it. Catcher, third, second, shortstop. His primary shortstop this year. Fantastic defense. I think he won a Gold Glove last year at third base, actually. But I could easily see this guy going up to a gold, especially with the amount of range that he has. Definitely somebody I'm going to keep an eye on this year. Going into third base now, since we are already here, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is somebody that I'm hoping can finally put it all together. He started off well, 50 pounds lighter, so maybe they'll give him a speed increase. I mean, he's at a 37 right now, so give him like a point per 2 pounds lost. I'll take that. So, Vlad Jr., first baseman though. He is playing first base now. I think they might still have him in as a third baseman in the game. We'll see. He's definitely somebody that I'm looking at. Third baseman aside from him are going to be Alec Bohm, who, if I'm not mistaken, was a silver. Okay, so he's a silver. Same with Ke'Bryan Hayes. Two of the guys that I am really high on for this rookie class. Honestly, I think this is a fantastic rookie class. I've bought a crap ton of Topps 21 Series 1 cards because of this rookie class. I like a lot of them, I really do. Another one for third baseman would be Candelario for the Tigers. Fantastic player, very underrated. I am a big fan as well of Austin Riley, but I don't know what to expect with him. Very much a power hitter, not a whole lot of contact, pretty decent glove. All right, Outfield, here we are. We had 3 diamond outfielders. Teoscar Hernandez will finish as a diamond. I can pretty much guarantee that. This guy's an absolute stud. Stockpile him if you can. Realistically, he's going to go for about 5,000 stubs. I don't see him going much lower than that. Kyle Tucker, he's my number 1 for outfielders. I love this guy. Big Kyle Tucker fan. I think he is going to be an absolute stud. I hope he does because I've got a crap ton of his rookie cards as well. Joey Gallo, he's not going to go up to diamond, I don't think, unless he hits 270 this year. His power is pretty much maxed out for live series. His arm and fielding are pretty much maxed out for live series. The only way he's going up is if he mashes the ball and hits 270 to 300. Probably not going to happen. Even if it does, he's got his 42 series card. I don't see Joey Gallo going up to a diamond. I'm not stockpiling him. Castellanos, however you want to pronounce his name. He'll probably go up to diamond. He's starting off red hot. Was a diamond at one point last year. His defense is what brings him down. Clint Frazier, he will go gold by the end of the year. I have no doubt in my mind. JD Martinez is somebody that I'm going to stockpile. This guy's been a diamond for so many years, and he absolutely fell off the face of the earth last year. I would expect to see him move back up. If he has a season anything like what he's had before last year, he will be at least a gold again. Center field, another spot that has a hell of a lot of diamonds. I'm honestly surprised that Manny Margot is an 81. It seems very high to me. I'm not that high on him, truly. I think Kevin Kiermaier is the better player, but Kiermaier can't hit. I'm a huge Kiermaier fan, so I'm a little biased there as well. But Ramon Laureano, he's going up to diamond this year. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he has a fantastic year offensively. He's got the maxed out arm. I think he goes diamond. I'm putting a lot into Ramon Laureano this year. I'd say he goes diamond before Luis Robert. That's my bold take on the year. It's going to come back to bite me in the ass, but it's my bold take. Brian Reynolds is another one that I'm going to go very high on this year. He had a terrible year last year. His rookie year, he hit, 320, placed in the top 3 in batting average for the season. So not much going on in Pittsburgh. There's not going to be a hell of a lot of pressure. He'll do all right. I'm not as high on Joe Adell as everybody else is. Same with Christian Pache. I don't know. The two of them, just something weird. Same with Drew Waters. I don't know. I could be an idiot. This is going to be the buy low, sell low option of the year. He's not going to make it to gold. He's not going to make it to diamond. Cedric Mullins. Guy's hitting like 600 right now. Dude's a 63 overall. He isn't going to cost you a damn dime. I'm gonna buy some Cedric Mullins. So let's get into starting pitching. Corbin Burns. Dude's going to be a Cy Young winner one day. I truly think so. I'm picking him to go diamond. Guy's a phenomenal pitcher. He truly is. Julio Urias is going to be my other one. Two of them going diamond by the end of the year. I'm calling it now. Glasnow, if he can stay healthy, will also go diamond. Those are my 3 diamond picks. Now, if we dig a little deeper, call it the Gator bias again if you'd like. But Brady Singer, the last, 6 starts, he had a sub-3 ERA. The guy was absolutely a stud. I want to say he had a no-hitter going into the 6th inning. His last start of the season, I want to say. But Brady Singer is a guy that I am very high on. I'm in Kansas. I'm going to a Kansas City Royal game with Brady Singer throwing. And I'm going to wear my Gator uniform when I go. It'll be great. I'm looking forward to it. I am high on Brady Singer. He's going to be a good guy. He'll make it up to gold. Let's do one more. So the next one up, Michael Kopech. Everybody's had him on the radar for years now. The guy just hasn't panned out due to injuries. He finally came in out of relief the other day. He looked pretty damn solid. I'm going to go with Michael Kopech to at least go up to a silver. If he can stay healthy, I'm going to say gold. I'll make my bold predictions. So my bold predictions are going to be Corbin Burns, Julio Urias, Tyler Glasnow, Michael Kopech. Joe Musgrove would be another one who could make it up to gold. He's a lot closer than Kopech. I think that one plays more so into it being in San Diego now, more than it being him being that good of a pitcher. I think his stats could get much better than they were in Pittsburgh. So we'll see. We'll go to relief pitchers though now. Realistically, not a whole lot, at least right off the bat, is going to change here. I mean, Ken Giles was an 84 the entirety of last year. Nick Anderson is out for a while. None of these guys I'm really that high on. Karinchak could be, but in-game, he's not going to do anything crazy. Ozuna has always had a good card. I'd be excited to get a Diamond Ozuna. The guys that I'm looking for here are going to be Emilio Pagan. This guy's, he was an absolute stud with the Rays. With San Diego last year, I know he had some good appearances and then a couple bad ones there towards the end of the year. He'll at least make it back up to gold. I think he'd be a good investment. Let's see. My big one that I'm going with on this is going to be Diego Castillo. With Nick Anderson out with the Rays, Castillo is going to be the closer. He is going to go up from a 77. This guy is absolutely filthy in real life. Without a doubt, he will be at least a gold. I could see him easily going up to a diamond the same way that Nick Anderson went up to a diamond. I am thrilled to see what happens with him this year. I hate that Nick Anderson got injured, but Diego Castillo is a phenomenal pitcher. And the final guy that we've got here is another former Ray, actually. Former Tampa. Let's find him. Mike Mayers, he'll go up to a gold. I'm going to call that one as well. Josh Staumont. This dude, he's got a fucking cannon. I could easily see him going up too. Where the hell is he though? I'll just tell you, it's Ryan Stanek. I just gotta find the guy. Here he is, down at a 73. Ryan Stanek is now in Houston. He is not on the Marlins. Some people would call the Marlins a playoff team. I mean, realistically, they were last year. I don't think they're there yet. The Astros, whether you hate them or you hate them, they find ways to win. I hate the Astros. I love Kyle Tucker, but I hate the Astros. But Ryan Stanek is going to have good stats this year. Easily could see him up to a silver, possibly gold. He'll be pushing that 79 to 80 range. But Stanek is definitely one that I'm going to go pretty damn high on as well. So to recap, let's see. I don't even think I listed all these guys, but we're going to go catcher, Carson Kelly, Will Smith, Francisco Mejia, first base, Jared Walsh, Nate Lowe, Vlad Jr., second base, Cronenworth, Merrifield, and Jonathan India. Third base would be Alec Boehm, and Key Brian Hayes, and Candelario. Shortstop, you're looking at Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Bo Bichette, and who the hell is the other one? I had Wander Franco listed here, but I'm not going with Wander Franco. He's not even in the game yet. Nope, that ain't what I want. Oh, what am I doing? Live series. Maybe it was Alberto Mondesi. And for the outfield, you've got JD Martinez, Clint Frazier, Ryan Reynolds, Nick Castellanos, Kyle Tucker, Cedric Mullins, Ramon Laureano. That's pretty much it for them. I mean, there's going to be other outfielders. Those are the guys I'm stocking up on, though. Pitching, we've got Julio Urias, Corbin Burns, Michael Kopech, Joe Musgrove, Diego Castillo, Mike Mayers, and Ryan Stanek. I think it's a pretty good list. I'm going to invest heavily in them. You guys can do what you want to do. I think it'll work out. We'll see. Hopefully at the, come October, I don't look like a freaking idiot with the picks that I made. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video at all, if you had enjoyed the content, leave a like, leave a subscribe, do all the good stuff. You know the drill. I'll be back with some more videos this upcoming week. I've been away for a little while, but that'll change here soon. I got a lot planned, and I've got some stuff I'm working on right now. So I will see you all soon. Have a great evening. Have a great day. If you're going to do something stupid, be smart about it.